All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. Broken tackle.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready? 10 logo.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Blue draw quarter.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Look at me. Go.
Joker. Check.
Ready?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
10-2 stop.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check. 36.
On the run, this is Hunt. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Shoot.
80 weapons.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Mexico City first down.
On the ready.
Mike 51. Come on.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, exit.
Mike 51. I got you, boy.
Go.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I got you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Mike 52. Hang on, Mike 52.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Set. This is 60 or.
54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Snap.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
What you got, Heavy?
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Knox. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Protein spill.
2nd and 14. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Knox. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Go out.
Check. Kill.
Leo.
This is Michelle on the counter. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
61, matchbox light.
Hey, check white 47.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Knox. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
What's twin?
Here goes.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
218, chop. Hey, Delta.
Watch it. Check 24. Check 24. 51.
Hey, Rocky. Ready?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, wahoo! 5.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Come on,
and on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Be driven.
Operating from the gun. Knox. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. Out on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. It's a big play there. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check 52. Come on.
Rock it now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season, and his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons of...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
All right, T, let's take. All right, T.
Fire.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught. This is White. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Fight 2 is the Mike. Mike fight 2. Mike fight 2.
They'll drop the throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
I got one.
Go.
47.
Shoot.
Off play action. Knox. That's complete to White. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Set. 10-2, sir.
I'm not ready.
From the gun on third down. Knox. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
First down, Diablos.
On the ready.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Get ready. Get ready. 52's a Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Rap. Check. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go.
Ready.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Bravo.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
5.
Off the play fake. Knox. There he goes inside the 30. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the set. Check Mike 54. Look at me. Door. Shit. Bang, 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 bang. 6 guys. Pilot, 64, weak. Under 10. Hit it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert flare. Check 99. Check 99. Watch
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 27. Coming.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Check safety. Slam.
Deep grip.
A give to Michelle running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
5.
Mike 22. Rip left.
Shoot.
To throw on third down. Knox. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30. 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5-4. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, watch Sam. Check it.
From the gun, Knox. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set. 90, Wolf.
Ready?
Roll out.
No. Let's go.
And it's Michel once again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off play action. Knox eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. With it is Brown. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leo!
They'll run with Michelle, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground is Michelle.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Knox. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got room. He's at the 30, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Michel. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Down. 18 Gator.
It's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On third down, Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Ready?
On 4th down, Knox. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Here we go. We got double tight. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and